20 shots overall. Okori the layup, her first points, and makes it 94-59. But Jimmy, you shoot at that kind of clip, at that kind of percentage, the basketball game and the sport that we all know and love becomes a beautiful thing.
Well, I had this team a year ago in Austin, Texas, Florida State, who lost their first-round game to Alabama. Offensively, they are just as good as they were. They are better defensively because of the change that they've made. High-pressure defense for 40 minutes.
Off the steal, one more chance for George Mason in the heave. Off the top of the backboard, 94-59. And for Florida State, its first NCCA tournament victory since 2019. And the Seminoles survive and advance to Monday. Brooke Wyckoff and FSU awaiting the winner of LSU and San Diego State. That game set to tip off at 10:15 Eastern here in Baton Rouge at the Pete Maravich Assembly Center over on ESPN. Big win for FSU, a big win for the ACC. And our final score of 94-59 for Jimmy Dykes. I'm Roy Philpott. Let's get you back to the studio and Kelsey Riggs.
Roy and Jimmy, thanks so much. Welcome in to Degree in the studio alongside the Hall of Famer, two-time national championship winning coach Muffin McGraw, Megan McEwen. I'm Kelsey Riggs Cup. It is great to be with you. Florida State takes care of business in the second half, 94-59 the final. As now the guys mentioned, they will wait to see what happens between LSU and San Diego State tonight, coming up on ESPN. But right now, Megan, let's focus in on Florida State. Usually we talk about the big three. They really had a big four tonight that really got it going.
4 different players with 15 or more points. That balance so crucial, giving you a ton of confidence, especially in that first game of the NCCA tournament. I like the balance we saw from the Seminoles tonight.
I just love the start because they've lost 4 in a row in the first round. They didn't play well in the ACC tournament. They're coming into this game now. They really needed to get some confidence and momentum going, and boy, they really did. Latson, of course, leading the charge 14 times to the free throw line. I mean, you gotta love her aggressiveness. But Sydney Bowles, she was a key factor in that win over North Carolina on the road. She played really well tonight, 5 for 5 from the three-point line.
And you love those paint points. How about 46-16? Florida State in the paint point category, getting the plus over George Mason.
Plenty for Coach Wyckoff to be excited about. How about this? Texas, the next game coming your way right here on ESPN2. We saw Illinois take down Creighton, so it will be Illinois that the winner of this Texas William and Mary game gets. Mentioned this is coming up in just a second. Rory Harmon, of course, a big part of what they want to do, as is Madison Booker.
She runs the show at the point. I mean, she is fast. She's a great defender. She does everything, gets the ball to the right people.
I also like when she gets the ball to Taylor Jones down low in the paint. She's been such a dominant force down low, especially creating second chance points as well. There's a lot of weapons out there for Vic Schaefer in Texas.
The 1 seed in Birmingham 3. We will see you back here for halftime. Right now, we send it out to Tiffany Green and Steffi Sorensen. Enjoy the game.
The NCCA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. You are watching the first round presented by Intuit TurboTax. It's about to go down in Austin. Basketball fans are ready to see the #1 seed Texas Longhorns begin their NCAA tournament run starting tonight against 16 seed William and Mary. Well, this is a group, the Tribe, who made history. They not only made it to the big dance for the first time in program history, they also picked up their first win in the tournament with a 69-63 victory over High Point, led by Bella Nascimento. As the Tribe ready to create some more magic, they move on and face Texas, and the Longhorns certainly fired up. And just when you look at this bracket, #1 seed Texas, back-to-back Illinois taking down Creighton earlier today. Tennessee and Ohio State, some of the other top seeds on our side. And moments ago, we listened in to Vic Schaefer talking to his team.
First 5 minutes now. First 5 minutes, impose your will. Let them know where they're at and who they're playing against. Get after their ass. Let's go. Defense, 1, 2, 3.
Defense. Go. Here we go.
Hey everybody, and welcome in with the former Florida Gator, Steffi Sorensen. I'm Tiffany Green. We have the final #1 seed taking the court tonight. This is a Texas team that won the SEC championship, share that co-champs, back-to-back 30-win seasons.
Yeah.
And how about 10 top 25 wins over ranked opponents? I mean, this is a group that's ready to continue to stand on business.
Yeah, how about the SEC Coach of the Year and Vic Schaefer, and we got the Conference Player of the Year and Madison Booker. And Texas has 6 wins against top 10 teams, Tiff. Let's not forget, Texas still one of the best teams in the country, and they've got one of the best in the business in Madison Booker. 2 years, 2 Conference Player of the Years. Big 12, no problem. SEC, no problem. Best finishers, great mid-range. Put me anywhere on the floor, Coach. I can get it done. She is a phenomenal talent. Cannot wait to see her get underway in this year's NCAA tournament.
When you think coming out of Ridgeland, Mississippi, McDonald's All-American, you mentioned Conference Player of the Year in 2 different conferences, a 2-time AP All-American, voted first team just days ago. On the other side, it's Bella Nascimento. She had a huge game, and that's what she's done all season for the Tribe as she's led them in scoring.
And what did we call her yesterday, Tiff?
Bella Buckets.
Bella Buckets. You heard it here from Tiffany Green, and that's because she can deliver. She came to William & Mary to score. She's got the green light. She dropped 24 in the first 4 game, and they're going to need her scoring and then some, because Texas is one of the best defensive teams in the country. They're going to be glued to her today. She's got to find ways to score. She's going to have to be creative and crafty. This place is rocking. I'm ready to go.
The Moody Center.
It's the acoustics for me, Tim.
The Tribe in the green uniforms out of Williamsburg, Virginia. Champions out of the CAA, and quickly, Bella Nascimento with the ball in her hands. Monet Dance trying to go to work on Shea Holly. Too strong for calling. And it's a turnover in that opening possession as we take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Capital One. Rory Harmon, an All-American, a fantastic defender. How about Jordan Lee, her first start for the Longhorns, the freshman since December 29th. 4th start of her career in this NCAA tournament, her first. Nice bounce pass from Holly to Taylor Jones. Jones couldn't finish, but she's fouled. Anahi Cauley is whistled for the personal foul. So Taylor Jones, the senior, is set to shoot 2. How about Texas? 2nd straight season, #1 seed, made it all the way to the Elite 8 last year. Search for another deep run or beyond as we take a look at the starting lineup. How about the sensational sophomores and Monet Dance and Cassidy Geddes done a great job, and Natalie Fox in her first ever NCAA tournament appearance was in double figures last night.
Fox was terrific, and they will use her height. 6'4", as Texas has got a lot of depth. Great post players. Vic Schaefer's been a little bit frustrated with his 4s, so not surprised to see the freshie Jordan Lee in the starting lineup. Vic Schaefer will do that. And push some buttons, motivate.
Geddes with nowhere to go. Shea Holly steps in front. You talked about great defense. That is a great concern for the Tribe. And the first field goal for the Longhorns.
It's great to see Shea Holly get a bucket. She did struggle at the SEC tournament the last 2 games, was 0 for 15. So to get a layup, to get going, you need your senior to have a lot of confidence in this tournament. Nice back cut, William & Mary.
And the sophomore sophomores, also best friends and roommates, dance togetherness. Well, you mentioned, Steffi, just how fired up Vic Schaefer was. We saw that yesterday in their practice and trying to make sure this group comes out prepared, ready to go. Too strong from Holly. They want to shake off what happened 13 days ago in that SEC tournament, and Madison Booker's like, okay, if you give me the ball, I can knock it down. I'm a bucket.
Yeah, on the baseline, she does such a good job, especially against zones, which is what they'll see today from William and Mary. She floats along that baseline, and they do a good job of finding her, and it's cash money for Madison Booker all day.
Colley off the mark. Lori Harmon swings it over to Jordan Lee. No. Weak side rebound. Booker, yes. On the putback from Booker, and 4 quick points for the All-American. Nice lay-in and flip up from Monet Dance. Well, she was terrific during that CAA tournament. Averaged 15 points, was huge in that upset quarterfinal win over North Carolina A&T. 4 games, 4 days as this William and Mary group marched to the big dance. Bella Nascimento, all-conference performer. Getting to the hoop, and you talked about fearless. That's what we heard from Coach Erin Dickerson Davis. Look, you don't have anything to lose. Just go out there and play your game. Jones on the putback. And 1. And Taylor Jones is going to the line. Vic Schaefer, tremendous coach, SEC Coach of the Year, as you mentioned. Those Elite 8 runs 3 of the last 4 seasons. And this Austin native knows the potential of his team, and he wants to see that on full display tonight in their first round game. Talk about some of those huge top 10 wins.
6 against top 10 teams. I mean, that is remarkable. I mean, that a lot of teams had a gauntlet of a schedule with expansion and conference realignment. And they were battle-tested, and they're hoping that proves to pay off here in this NCAA tournament. But I've really liked the fearlessness of William and Mary, and I think Erin Dickerson Davis has got to be pleased with her team. She tried to keep them loose at practice yesterday, did a dance in the huddle. It went longer than just one birthday dance. It kept going. I know, Tiff, you're sitting here with me. You should have been out in that huddle.
I thought about it, but the administrators did a great job. I mean, they were even singing Copacabana. The CAA commissioner was out there doing this thing. I mean, all hands on deck, because so many are excited for this William and Mary team. Cinderella group comes into their first ever NCAA tournament. A 10-8 advantage in the early going of this one in favor of Texas.
Kyla Oldacre's got some opportunities posting up on the weak side of that, backside of that zone.
Rebounding will be key. Got the rebound, and then Booker dribbles it off her foot. So Dance with 4 points. Make it 6 after that Bay bucket. Small contingent here from William and Mary is fired up. Very even at 10. Oldacre trying to go to work on Tika Solomon, and that pass too strong. Early on, what are you seeing William and Mary do on the defensive end, or is it just a matter of jitters?
Tiff, they're hitting shots on offense, and I think that gave them the confidence to start this game, to see those first few go down. And zones have definitely plagued Texas as of late. It's been the scout on them to try and force them to hit outside shots. That looked like a travel But Vic Schaefer pleading with Kyla Oldacre to do your work because they have the clear advantage in the paint. You can always call 1-800-RORY Harmon.
I love that.
She will deliver.
She will deliver. The senior out of Houston, Texas. Been in double figures the last couple of games, also leading the team in assists. Best in the country is Rory Harmon. Salmon picks up her dribble, trying to go inside with Cawley, and that one is taken away. Out and running, Harmon finds Lee, too strong, but the foul. So a close ball game through 5+ minutes, and this one a 2-point lead for Texas. The NCAA Women's Championship is presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? The first round is presented by Intuit TurboTax. Now this is Texas.
Step into a world of thoughtful consideration. Everything you need is within reach. Get offers on select models at the Invitation to Lexus sales event.
Sometimes the greatest rush. Hey Google, play my Slow Down playlist. Is not rushing at all. The all-new Nissan Murano with Google built in.
You better hurry up. You still have a chance to say you were a fan before everybody else. Oh, too late.
Today's game doesn't start with the tip-off. It starts off the court, putting in reps, putting up shot after shot, and putting together the right team so you can take what's yours. When you get ready, you stay ready to earn another W, on the court and off.
Mass Mutual is committed to helping all women plan, protect, and grow their financial futures.
Oops. Just like Grandma's recipe. If the secret ingredient was protein. Big on protein, low on sugar, huge on flavor. Quest, it's basically cheating.
Here's another tip from the Tool Shack, how to pick a bracket.
So what do we have here?
We have our L brackets, our heavy duty brackets, our decorative brackets. What are you working on?
I ain't getting baskets.
Welcome to our world of extraordinary hydration science.
Meet Liquid IV, sugar-free hydration, scientifically formulated with electrolytes, vitamins, and 0 artificial sweeteners. Liquid IV, sugar-free.
March Madness! Bring out the stars! Turn up! March Madness, second round, tomorrow on ABC.
Let's check out how William and Mary is moving on. Brought to you by United Airlines. After their CAA championship win in D.C., they stayed the selection show when they heard their names called, and then they get their first NCAA tournament win. A big deal. Let's check out Kaplan Arena, the watch party going on.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, hey, hey.
Got a lot of cheer about.
Yeah, they do. They should be pleased right now with the Tribe. I mean, only down by 2 to a #1 seed. Texas, it's still very early in this game, but good signs for Coach E's group.
I mean, just for perspective, William and Mary was the 9 seed in their conference tournament. They went 4 for 4, and against teams that they were 0-6 before that. And they're on just an absolute heater right now. Yeah. 5 in a row, nothing to lose, playing free.
It's kind of like they took the page out of Kara Lawson and Duke, right? When she talked about the revenge tour through the ACC tournament. And that's exactly what this William & Mary team did within the CAA.
I mean, and you look how good Duke started this tournament. Goodness.
Just the pathway to take down these opponents.
And my favorite part was heading to the CAA tournament. Coach E said, how many outfits do y'all want me to pack? They said 4. She used all 4 of them.
Geddes, the 3 with a defender in her face, and Cassidy Geddes brings the Tribe within 1. Inside of 4 minutes in this first quarter. Rory Harmon driving baseline, finds Booker. Madison Booker is money in the mid-range, shooting 41%. That part of the floor, she's got just an eye for it, a knack for it, and 6 points tonight so far. Tough shot. Harmon with the rebound, looking up ahead. She's got good speed, and just too tall for Lee.
A rare turnover for Rory Harmon. You know, coming into this game, 202 assists and just 66 turnovers. That's pretty incredible from the senior point guard.
She's been outstanding, and remember, after 12 games last season, she went down with an ACL injury and missed the rest of the year. And so her presence back on the floor means so much. Fantastic distributor, also can score, averaging 9 a game. Lee thought about the 3, trying to get it in to Jones. Instead, Harmon bubbled off on the left side of the floor, and Harmon gets it to go.
I think Rory Harmon's scoring has been, you know, really good for Texas, as everybody's glued to Madison Booker. So the perimeter players for Texas will have to definitely step up in this NCAA tournament. They're going to have to hit shots. They're going to have to be confident. How about the defense by Harmon?
Fantastic steal from Harmon up ahead. Pinball over to Lee halfway down. And then Geddes goes on the ground to get it. Chasing it down is Booker. Harmon over to Holly. And slowing things down is Monet Dance. A sophomore to fill in some point guard duties. Cauley trying to cross over Booker. Kicks it off the glass. Nice move from Anahi Cauley.
I mean, this is the best start. If you're William and Mary, you're shooting 60% from the floor. You're just trying to stay within range on the glass with Texas, but they got to establish Taylor Jones in this zone. But William and Mary trying to pack the paint.
Left short. We saw how USC got started in their game earlier today, as UNC Greensboro was hanging tough with the Trojans. They eventually went on to win that one in convincing fashion, but William and Mary giving a great fight right now as Geddes is fouled on the shot, and Booker appears to be limping a little bit as she may have taken some contact. She stands back up, but she's gonna check out of the ball game. See a little gimpy going to the sideline.
Several players in the tournament tweaking their ankles.
Saw that happen with Juju
and
Olivia Miles for Notre Dame. Geddes hits 1 of 2. She's got 5 points tonight. Great pass. And Jordan Codio just checking into the ball game, but up ahead, and Kayla Beckwith, and nobody was with her. Great running the floor. Still a 2-point ball game.
There's several players out here right now that don't necessarily get a lot of minutes, and so a little bit of miscommunication of nobody getting back.
Got Brianna Preston just checked into the ball game, the freshman. And Harmon had that one nearly picked off. Holly has to look up. Taylor Jones got to move quickly. They're going to call a foul. As Rebecca Frisbee-Smith was hoping for a jump ball instead. The foul with 1.7 seconds left on the shot clock. Under 8 seconds to go in the quarter. And the and one. So 2 quick fouls picked up by Frisbee-Smith. And Taylor Jones will go to the line and try to complete the 3-point play.
Time and time again, I will always call Taylor Jones the unsung hero of this team. She is just a force to be reckoned with. Defensively, she makes plays. Offensively, she always makes herself available. I mean, she is a true 6-year senior. 3 years at Oregon State, her 3rd at Texas now. She has got the experience.
And out ahead, running. Geddes puts it up. And won't fall. The fast move in the first quarter. Both teams shooting 56% or better. A 23-18 advantage for Texas after the first 10 minutes in this first round game.
I can't believe I bought a broken map.
At least you earned double miles with the Capital One Venture Card.
Is this the first basketball game ever?
Capital One gives you exclusive access to events, but this is next level.
Like my new game? I call it Hoopla.
What do you think about basketball?
Fiddlesticks, that's a better name.
What are they doing?
Playing horse.
Whoop! Money! My turn.
Oh, that was my last peach basket.
Going to the gym.
At AT&T, we confidently guarantee the prompt service you deserve.
All right, no spoilers. Let's do this.
Avoiding spoilers? That's not guaranteed. It could be anyone, right?
You did it! For the win, baby! Woo!
Okay, that's pretty specific. You know what's not a spoiler? That you can speak to a tech expert within 5 minutes or get a call back at any time you choose. Or we'll make it right.
Taxes was tough.
How tough?
Playing on a 20-foot rim tough.
What?
With an actual rock tough.
Thinking that it happened overnight, didn't.
Now taxes is as easy as matching with a TurboTax expert who can do your taxes as soon as today and get you the most money back guaranteed.
Speaking of which,
Thinking that it happened
money.
overnight.
Now this is taxes.
Show off.
Intuit TurboTax, proud partner of March Madness.
What is that?
What is that? What is that?
What is that?
Ooh, what's that?
What is that? It's a Genesis. Something you'll get used to saying a lot.
Get 2.99 APR plus eligible owners can get $2,500 on select GV70 trims.
There's losing, and then there's being a loser. Game time comes with enough pressure. Way too often, people are betting on sports, losing, and taking it out on the athletes. Only a loser would harass college athletes after losing a bet. But it happens almost every day. Root for your team. Get crazy when the buzzer sounds. But don't harass anyone because you lost a bet. It's time we draw the line and put an end to the abuse. Brought to you by the NCCA.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
I'm a dog, and since my owners got me a Spot Pet insurance plan, they're getting cash back on covered vet bills. Good boys like us rack up some bad vet bills, but Spot plans help my owners focus on our care, not the cost. Choose Spot. Customizable pet plans you both will love.
Madison Booker off to a good start. She knocked down 3 field goals in the first quarter.
I thought she looked good early. Taking what the defense gives her. They're obviously in a zone, so she's going to have opportunities to get that weak side rebound, knock down the mid-range, and she's done that. And there's been a couple plays with Texas. 3 turnovers in that first quarter, a couple plays like this, just a little, got to settle down. And miscues, kind of hobbled off the floor a little bit. Hope she's okay. But we'll see if William and Mary can keep this up. I mean, great start, 58% in that first quarter. Feed Taylor Jones.
And perhaps that was the message from Vic Schaefer after that first quarter with Taylor Jones, the 6'4" senior, with the size advantage. Preston on the steal. She's got numbers up ahead, and Codeo too strong. Back the other way, up transition, and Nascimento leaves it short. Right now, it's a track meet between these two, and some missed opportunities right at the hoop for Texas. Nascimento picks up that personal foul as Madison Booker on the bench to start this second quarter, so we'll keep watch to see how the SEC Player of the Year fares, and she may potentially get back in this game. Hope she's okay. Preston. No. Codeo on the rebound. Yes.
Codeo doesn't normally see a lot of playing time. Vic Schaefer putting her out there, and maybe some messages sent to players about earning playing time and making the most of your moment. This is a pretty speedy lineup that he's got out there with Rory Harmon and Brianna Preston.
When you talk about fast, he says for Rory Harmon, electric for Brianna Preston. And it's Harmon to Preston, to Harmon and the bucket. Out and running, tracking it down was Nascimento. Last touch by William and Mary. Full fitness in player here, because this is an up and down kind of track meet, and Madison Booker is checking back into the ball game, so a great sign as Harmon gets a breather. Madison Booker, when you think about the stars within this NCAA tournament, she is one who is set to shine bright. Another terrific sophomore campaign. Sets the screen and is called for the foul.
Now, Holly has got to wait for Booker to make contact on the screen before she leaves. Kind of set Madison Booker up. She starts to go before Madison Booker can set the screen.
Step back and it goes for Bella Buckets. William and Mary shot 58% in that first half. These are the first 2 points they've seen in the quarter. Holly, we love her aggressiveness, and I know she just wants to see the ball continue to try to get through the hoop.
Nascimento's change of speed, a true score for the Tribe. 4 points on the day.
Nascimento, second-year transfer into this program after starting her career at Manhattan. Every NCAA Women's Championship game is on the networks of ESPN. For more information, go to ncaa.com, your home for all 90 NCAA championships. Sweet 16 and Elite 8 next weekend, with all roads leading down sunny Florida, Tampa Bay, for the Final Four.
Are you excited for the sunshine or because it's in your city?
Ooh, both, but I'm gonna go with in my city.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I want to put on. The 813 wants to put on.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Want a nice little flex. Show them how it's done in Cigar City.
It's a nice little drive for me, not too far.
Well, Vic Schaefer is watching his team hold on to this 10-point lead. And one of the things they've done well all season long is been strong on the defensive end. Bree Preston, nicely has it in. Well, Preston is just a dynamic guard and fun to watch. And when you think about Preston and Lee, who started this game, is Codio with the block. It's been the freshmen who have just provided a nice boost to this lineup. Whether coming off the bench or whether they're starting.
Preston just plays with a different speed. You know, when she gets the ball in the open court, she is quick, she can make good decisions. Think about who she's learning from. One of the best point guards in the country, in Rory Harmon, and that's who she's going up against practice. That's what she's fighting for, to get some playing time. But when they're both out on the floor, Texas, definitely a unique lineup, but giving some extended minutes right now is just important for your freshmen.
And after that inbounds pass, it made bucket from Madison Booker. William and Mary spins a timeout as they're trailing by 14.
Walking forward, you're perfect. Not working, you're perfect. All around the world, you're perfect. All around the world.
Mine was earned in Germany, 1984.
I earned it for my family in 1945.
Mom earned it for us.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. And because our members know USAA's commitment to serving the military community, they're proud to start their family's legacy.
So I'm in, and so is our family.
USAA. See if you can become a member today. Members who switch saved an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
Uber Eats is delivering more deals so you can watch more basketball. Right now, get a buy one, get one Whopper from Burger King to get food to watch basketball. And then more food to watch more basketball. Order now, only on Uber Eats.
I told myself I was okay with my moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis symptoms.
With my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. But just okay isn't okay.
And I was done settling.
If you still have symptoms after trying Humira, Rinvoq works differently. Rinvoq is a once-daily pill from the makers of Humira that can rapidly relieve joint pain, stiffness, and swelling as fast as 2 weeks for some. And even at the 3-year mark, many people felt this relief. Rinvoq can stop joint damage, and in PSA, can leave skin clear or almost clear.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Ask your rheumatologist if switching to Rinvoq is right for you.
And take back what's yours.
Nobody thought this record could be touched. We're talking about the greatest goal scorer in the history of the sport.
There is nothing Alex Ovechkin can't do right now. You're the greatest scorer of this generation, soon to be all time.
Coming
up on this degree in the studio halftime report, Coach Muffet McGraw, Megan McEwen, Kelsey Ricks Cuff going to be with you. And good news if you're flipping around looking for LSU, it is starting on ESPN News. We'll have an update right here at halftime. But right now, let's talk about Texas, and they look like they're rounding into form.
Very much so, because they're getting it done defensively. 5 steals already for the Longhorns. Big time getting the offense going.
You know them all about the paint points. They got 20 already. Taylor Jones, big mismatch. Keep looking in.
20 of their 34 coming from the inside. Steffi and Tiffany, you should see Coach in here leaning and rocking with it because of the music there.
We're going to lean with it, rock with it too here inside the Moody Center. A great environment, and you heard Coach talking about those paint points. They average close to 40 a game, which is 9th best in Division I. And trying to answer some questions after that SEC championship loss to South Carolina. They had 18 paint points in that game, so already a nice turnaround here as they've opened this second quarter with an 11-2 advantage. The surge from William and Mary after that first quarter kind of settling down a little.
That's it. Every play. I mean, to Muffet McGraw's point, I mean, it's a Hall of Famer. You know what she's talking about. You have a significant height advantage, whether it's Oldacre, Taylor Jones. You get the ball inside every single possession. They can always kick it out, but you got to go inside. Preston's played really good to start this game.
And Coach Schaefer doing a little work and
that's what everyone's talking about. Cleaning up a wet spot.
Yeah. Geddes launching and well off the mark from 3. Well, what can't Vic Schaefer do? I mean, you think about the success that he's had here at Texas, prior to that at Mississippi State, a couple of national championship game appearances. He's trying to become the 5th coach if they can keep marching all the way to Tampa to take teams to the Final Four. Madison Booker will be an integral part and can help them get there. Nice move, but rims out. Preston pulls up from the free throw line, no. Batted away by Booker and into the hands of the Tribe, who run the floor well in transition. Those fast break points for Nascimento.
Preston is just not getting back defensively in transition. I was trying to figure out what was the hang-up. They normally are good in transition, but Lori Harmon at the scorer's table. Might be a conversation waiting for the freshman with her head coach.
Oldacre has that all day long. Taylor Jones, when she's in the game, has that all game long.
When you shoot, whoa. I was ready. I was ready.
Timeout on the floor. 4:39 remaining.
Yeah, Texas starting to get on a roll here, outscoring William Mary 17-4 right now. It helps when he got one of the best players in the country doing that. That's nice.
The time saver. 90 seconds and you're done. Stone Shaver, the time saver. Shop now at stoneshaver.com.
10 toes in when we standing on business. It's time for the stars to show out.
Most unstoppable offensive player in the NBA.
This guy has the ceiling of being an all-league guard.
Who's the next face of the league? I feel like it is Jason Tatum.
KD is a top 3 scorer of all time.
The Meta AI playoff push. Lakers, Pacers, Celtics, Suns on ESPN.
Taking a look at some of the stars in this NCAA tournament. Huge win for UConn as Paige Beckers contributed. Juju Watkins was in action early. How about Lauren Betts in the first round in that win? And Hannah Hidalgo. I mean, we just can't get enough of these stars. And certainly Madison Booker is in that group too.
Yeah, I mean, Madison Booker's off to a really good start. She's already in double figures. You know, like people might say, hey, Paige, but 11 points. Well, AZ Fudd had 27. She had a really nice showing. Connecticut looked really good. I think Southern Cal defensively. But right now, the star in the Moody Center, listen, checking to see if it's wet. Hey, this is a wet spot. Give me the towel. Listen, Coach Schaefer in practice was talking to his team. He's like, I don't want to hear about toughness. I want to see toughness. Get it from your head coach. I'll get down there and do the work.
Be the alt-star here. Vic Schaefer, who has seen this team be ranked #1 in the AP poll for a period of time, had a 15-game winning streak leading up to an NCCA championship game, so they won 15 of the last 16. And one of the reasons why they've had success throughout is because they've been able to work the ball down inside the paint and get lots of points.
For the guards for Texas, got to be mindful of where you're placing the ball when you drop it off to Oldacre. Got to give it to her in her high hand, because the second she drops it low, there's going to be a scrum of William and Mary. And I think Oldacre does a nice job of keeping it high. Let's see where she catches it and it's low. It gives the William and Mary guards an opportunity to dig out the ball.
That's what Shea Holly needs to see, right? And so does this Longhorn crew to keep her going. Dance. Still dancing around there on the perimeter. Nice flip along the baseline. Geddes. Geddes is foul. That's against Madison Booker. That's her second personal foul. So at the line is Cassidy Geddes. Well, how about you lose 7 of your last 8 games in the regular season, and then you find the will to win, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 games in a row for the CAA championship, your first ever NCAA tournament appearance, and it's the first team to win a tourney game with a losing record. But William and Mary cares nothing about that. They were down by 5 after 1. Top seed Texas. They're trying to hang in here now. Couple of buckets and back-to-back possessions going in. And that's the lift that Shea Holly needs.
Oldacre has just been battling anybody who comes into contact where I think the officials just wanted to pull everybody out. Steve Bigger.
Well, Shea Holly has been a part of the last 3 buckets, whether scoring or assisting right there to Oldacre. Dance over to Cauley. Nice drop down. Beckwith leaves it short. So Beckwith, Katie, as she's known, the whistle for the foul.
responded to the first quarter of Vic Schaefer challenging her to do your work, establish yourself, give us an opportunity to get you the ball, and she has done that. 6 points now, hasn't missed a shot, and the jacket's off. Okay.
Okay. Serious business here. You know when the jacket comes off. It's real deal, Holyfield. Oldacre, who started her career at Miami, is a 6'6" junior now. With Vic Schaefer. Both pop out for Oldacre. She brings down the rebound. Harmon in attack mode. And Geddes with that personal foul. Harmon smiles as she's helped up. Rory Harmon is one of those players that just takes a look at it and keeps on ticking. I mean,
like she charges and shoot around. Like that's legit. You can sometimes not even get a player to take charges in a game, and Rory Harmon will do that in a practice before game. Just one of those culture players that makes everybody around her better. Her leadership.
Big 12 Freshman of the Year. And now SEC All-Defensive Team for this Texas group in their inaugural season in the SEC. For just a player who just has an engine that keeps on going as Jordan Lee checks back into the ball game, and Jacqueline Winitanda, also known as Ja, is in for the Longhorns.
The rebounds starting to really accumulate for Texas. 21 to just 11 for William and Mary. Early in that first quarter when it was close, they were hanging tough on the glass. Texas has been making them pay in the second.
Booker, the lone scorer in double figures. She's got 12 tonight. And the area of concern as Booker goes to the bench for Coach E was, hey, how would we handle the size and the defensive pressure of Texas? They shot the ball well in the first half, and that's a good-looking shot off the fingertips of Geddes. Oldacre trying to work inside. Beckwith, whistle for the foul. And that has been the look of Vic Schaefer all night. He's got a long red, and what else or what more do you think he wants to see from his group tonight?
Constant effort, discipline, toughness, very little mistakes. I mean, the demand is very high for Vic Schaefer. It doesn't take long being around him. He coaches hard. He loves his players hard. He demands a lot. What was interesting that I thought he said yesterday in practice was, you guys don't have an edge. And that was the message that he's trying to create that edge within this game. Getting on them. I know the lead is what it is, but he doesn't want them to play like that, clearly, with what they want to do in this tournament.
Where do you think that edge maybe went away? I mean, because they've won 15 of their last 16 games. They're ranked #1 in the country for a time. They're co-champions out of the SEC. Did that kind of tail off there in their last game?
I still think Texas, the way that they defend, but they've been giving up some shots, and that's what has been frustrating Vic Schaefer, right? So it's not that I think they don't have an edge. It's just creating a hungry, motivated team, and he's got to remind them.
blocked by Salmon. When Ntanda was there, no, she goes on the floor, tries to get it. Jump ball possession arrow. And it goes to William and Mary.
When Ntanda trying to make something happen, she's got go-go gadget arms. But here's the press. Texas worked on this as well. It's something I think we'll start to see more of as this tournament continues. Staying in it, and he really wants them to pressure up the line, not giving away any easy looks. Really wants them to run their offense right around the beginning of that Texas logo. The further out a team has to start their offense, the harder it is to execute in the half court.
Closing in on the final minute of the first half. Texas has taken over here in this second quarter, outscoring William and Mary 27-12. Shea Holly falls to the floor. The turnover dance. Flips it over to Geddes. Pulls up. And the foul going against the Longhorns, senior Shea Holly.
Geddes already with 11 points. You know, we've seen her kind of grow up just a sophomore for Coach E, and it's gone through some injuries and had to fight back into the groove of a season and has really been blossoming at the end of it.
Well, Coach E talked about, hey, look, she had a great freshman year. And the fact that she's been able to turn it on in the tournament up until this point has been a big encouragement for the sophomore. Jordan Lee, that one rejected by Tika Salmon. Dance, flips it over. Baseline jumper goes for Marley Long, the true freshman out of Washington, D.C. Harmon and the Longhorns going to take their time, seek the best shot for the final shot of the half. Directing traffic is Harmon. Driving baseline, trying to kick it over to Holly. And it's going to be William and Mary basketball with 0.5 seconds. So after a close first quarter, Texas put their foot on the gas. 12 points from Madison Booker, the All-American, through the first two quarters, a 50-33 lead for the top seed Texas Longhorns. Now let's get you to the studio for the Degree in the Studio halftime report with Kelsey Ricks-Cuff and crew.
Thanks so much, Muffet McGraw, Megan McEwen, alongside me, Kelsey Ricks-Cuff. We are in the studio with Degree in the Studio. We are taking you straight over to ESPN because we've got LSU, the 3 seed, in action right now with the 14 seed San Diego State. They are up and building that lead early, and it's good to see their 2-star players, Coach, healthy and playing with Anissa Morrow and Flau'jae Johnson.
Yeah, it really is. And the big three scored their first 19 points. They didn't get a lot of help from anybody else. One of the weaknesses of this team is really the lack of bench strength.
Which is why you have to make sure your top players are healthy. So it's good that Flau'jae Johnson and Anissa Morrow are back. Morrow is the best rebounder in the country, more than 13 a game. She's so physical and dominant down in the paint. It's such a tough matchup. You have to send multiple bodies at her to box her out. You can try maybe sending the manager at her as well, because she is so good at getting the right positioning to get those rebounds.
All right, so that game over on ESPN right now, but let's talk a little bit about what we have seen in this Texas game. Megan McEwen, the Hall of Famer coach, of course, Muffet McGraw. I'm Kelsey Riggs-Cuff. Great to be with you. In Texas, it was a back-and-forth battle for a little while, Megan, with William and Mary, but it looks like the Longhorns have really settled into things. What do you like about what they're doing?
Well, I like Madison Booker, which is pretty easy to say because she's one of the best players in the country, and the way she comes in and scores is so impressive because at her size at 6'2", she can shoot over smaller players. She's got a high release point that's difficult to contest, and she can also get to the basket. She's balanced. She can finish off with 2 feet, finish through contact like Coach likes to talk about. There's a reason why Maddie Booker is a favorite for National Player of the Year. She can score anywhere on the floor.
William and Mary really came out well. I mean, they scored 18 points. It was a pretty close game in the first quarter. You like what they're doing, playing with house money, having a lot of fun out there, but the pressure eventually got to them. And you know what else got to them? Paint points. They were getting killed in the paint 28-12. And that's the big advantage that Texas, with Oldacre and Jones, pick your poison.
There were a couple times Coach called it. She's like, go inside. And then they go inside to Kyla. She immediately scores. And you see now they have a 17-point lead at the break. Meanwhile, the winner of this game would get the winner of a game we saw earlier between Creighton and Illinois, a little 8-9 seed matchup. Genesis Bryant from the outside knocking it down, and Illinois starts building the lead.
When Bryant can knock down threes, it opens up so much offensively. But keep in mind, this is a Creighton team that has a lot of veterans. They play motion offense, and they're very good at finding each other in the good spacing.
That lead seemed to never be safe, though, when they could build it, though, because back and forth we go. Creighton keeps fighting, and then Illinois here, the miss, the rebound, Coach, and the finish inside.
How about Kendall Bostic with 17 rebounds in the game? Creighton just couldn't make enough threes to get in the game.
66-57 the final as Illinois advances to the second round for the first time in a quarter of a century. On the other side of this break, Juju had a little scare, but then just knocked down a 3. Maybe that's something to be scared of. We got the highlights.
In the Studio is presented by new whole body deodorant from Degree for all-day odor protection from your pits to your feet.
ACE's new Yard RX program prescribes the best lawn care, specific to your yard's needs, delivered every season. Because when you want greener grass, less weeds, and fewer bugs, now you can get a personal prescription delivered to you from the helpful folks at ACE. You'll get everything you need at our best price each season, guaranteed. From our store to your front door, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Here in the city, parking is hard to find. Seems like everyone drives. And those who do should switch to Geico, because you could save hundreds on car insurance. Ah, perfect. Valet parking. Hello.
Evening, sir.
Here's the keys. And go easy on my ride, mate. Beef Wellington smells nice.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Meet Coach Niele Ivey. She's an expert in many things. Master motivator, savvy strategist, and the very definition of a player's coach. One thing she's not an expert in, quantum physics, which is why she recruited Sierra, ACE academic advisor. Coach Ivey takes care of the talent on her team the same way you take care of the talent on yours. Let our expertise round out yours.
NCCA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCCA Championship stage today.
There we go.
Shopping for tires used to really rub me the wrong way. That was before I went to TireRack.com. TireRack's tire decision guide made it easy to find the right tires. Talk about secret sauce. You might ask, well, you bought them, now how are you going to put them on? No problem. TireRack has thousands of recommended installers.
I chose one that does mobile installation. A technician brought the tires right to my house. He's installing them now.
Almost finished, Herb. Take your time. I'm just marinating. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Welcome back to Degree in the Studio.
Megan Muffet and Kelsey with you, and we are just winding Coach up in the halftime break. So let me wind her up on this, because Coach, you liked the Jackrabbits and the upset they pulled today.
They really did. Brooklyn Meyer started it off, and not her sister Paige Meyer completed it with 16 points. They really both played well today.
Yeah, it was a good day to be a Meyer with how they played, but the balance from South Dakota State was huge, really putting Oklahoma State in its place, running away with this one in the fourth quarter.
This was a team that came into this one with 19 straight wins. They get their second win all-time as a double-digit seed in the round of 64. Both the Meyers just kept bringing it 74-68 the final. And on the other side of this, their 20-game win streak, longest active streak in D1, faces UConn. How about another team that's hot right now? USC, Juju Watkins taking on UNC Greensboro. Juju just stroking it early, Coach.
She really played well to start the game because the posts were a little slow to get into the game.
Then Avery Howell also just, casually going straight through the defender.
She's a shooter, by the way, so to see her put it on the floor is very good for Lindsey Gottlieb.
You see this, though, that's not very good. That's Juju hopping around. Looks like maybe something's going on, but watch this. Even when she's only got 1 foot, Juju from the outside, knocking it down. She did come back in. Pretty good stuff there. They win 71-25 against UNC Greensboro. So you take a look at the bracket. What will happen next for them? It is Mississippi State that meets USC in the round of 32. Kansas State and Kentucky you will get to see tomorrow. How about Texas taking care of business so far in the first half? Got 50 points, and Madison Booker doing her thing. She's got 12 of them.
Forgot to moisturize? No, you didn't. Introducing our first ever body wash for 24-hour lotion soft skin straight from the shower with millions of micro moisture droplets. Try new Dove body wash.
Get 2.99 APR plus eligible owners can get $1,000 on a GV80.
Here's another tip from the Tool Shack, how to create a home court advantage.
So I brought in Scott for some fresh ideas.
Jack, I did it. Home field advantage. Scots plays double coverage. Defend it, feed it.
Do they make basketball cleats?
Grass.
Look, Mom.
Wow. Ugh, wish I bought Dixie. These weak store brand plates turn hard work into heartbreak.
Next time, get Dixie Ultra Plates. 3 times stronger than the leading store brand. Dixie, make it right.
Today, I choose us how to screen us for colon cancer. Here, on my land, not theirs. Give me Cologuard or give me...
We can do that for you.
What, no battle?
Nope. Just a prescription.
Victory!
Cologuard is an effective and non-invasive colon cancer screening test. False positive and negative results may occur. Those at high risk should use colonoscopy. Skip the drama. Ask your provider or request Cologuard online.
You trying to get better at your footwork?
Yes. Pivots, no traveling. You need to stretch.
I am stretching.
We right here. Let's go. Come on, Chelsea.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. How about you be my trainer?
Oh, yo, I like that one. Let me try that.
I see why they call Satu the unicorn. She different. She says she's left-handed, but she like to go right.
Nice. That's tough. Oh, that look good.
In the Studio is presented by new whole body deodorant from Degree. For all-day odor protection from your pits to your feet.
Taking you to Spokane 1 now. Florida State, the 6th seed, taking on George Mason, the 11th seed. And Megan, have the people heard of Tanaya Latson?
Well, if you haven't, now you have. 28 points from the leading scorer in the country, and she can score everywhere on the floor, getting to the rim, hitting from the three. It opens up Florida State's offense.
But what I love, she gets to the free throw line 14 times to the free throw line.
Tied a program record with her 28 points for the most in an NCAA tournament game in Florida State history. 94-59 the final. They, of course, are keeping eyes on LSU and San Diego State. We're keeping our eyes on Texas, and for us, that means Rory Harmon going inside, getting the bucket. Texas has the 17-point lead over William & Mary. Thanks for watching Degree in the Studio.
Today's game doesn't start with the tip-off. It starts off the court, putting in reps, putting up shot after shot, and putting together the right team so you can take what's yours. When you get ready, you stay ready to earn another W on the court and off.
Mass Mutual is committed to helping all women plan, protect, and grow their financial futures.
People seem to get upset that I'm everywhere. That's funny. I seem to upset them here too. I could talk about what I gave to be here. My work, my sweat, my talent.
But what about everything I took?
I took their stomping, their yelling, their noise, takes, time, comments, their love. I took everything from them.
And now when I'm out there, all I hear is ball.
There's only one way to smash your goals while smashing nacho cheese chips. Cheating!
Woo! Cheat on chips with chips. Big on protein, low on sugar, huge on flavor. Quest, it's basically cheating.
I teach the art of fanology, a job I take seriously. As to the question of nature versus nurture, is a fan born or is a fan made? I know this. Our game can make a fan out of anyone. And at Fandom U, we take it to a whole new level. The NCCA Championships. Attendance is encouraged, passion is mandatory. Buy your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
There wouldn't be an hour in the day that I didn't think about hair thinning. I chose Nutrafol because it was 100% drug-free and clinically tested. I experienced thickness, volume. Nutrafol is life-changing for me.
Get growing at Nutrafol.com/men.
New Chipotle Honey Chicken brings a hint of pure honey and seared smoked peppers with fresh chicken hot off the grill. For Chipotle heat with a touch of sweet and a perfectly balanced sauce. Chipotle Honey Chicken takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Championship is presented by Capital One. You are watching the first round presented by Intuit TurboTax back here in Austin, Texas, in a 17-point lead for the #1 seed, Texas, in Birmingham Regional 3 over William and Mary. As we welcome you back courtside, Steffi Sorensen, Tiffany Green here with you. And Texas certainly had success in the paint for sure as we check out how they are fueling the run, brought to you by Wendy's.
And Wendy's, shout out, because this has been fueling the run for Texas, and it's been Madison Booker. She got him going early. Smooth operator, mid-range, look at, and then points in the paint, I thought was the key to the game. Get the ball in the hands of 44 and White. Let her go to work. Give it to Kyla Oldacre. but make your presence felt, and she did that. 28 points in the paint for the Longhorns, so nice on the inside, nice from the outside.
Let's check out tonight's game track brought to you by Invesco QQQ. We talked about the SEC Player of the Year and Madison Booker, Rory Harmon adding 7 points. Justice Carlton on the floor to start the second half. We saw Jordan Lee get the start here at the beginning of this one. So Vic Schaefer calling upon his freshman. He's got a nice rotation of 3 as mid-range Maddie starts off this third quarter.
I really think Vic Schaefer is trying to find who wants to be the 4. And so he's rotating. Remember we saw the freshman Jordan Lee to start the game, and just a different look. I mean, he does have that luxury. I mean, he has some depth to him and a good start for them on both ends.
There it is. One of the McDonald's All-Americans on this team coming into the program, and Bella Nascimento, Bella Buckets now in double figures after that make, shooting 50% from the floor. William and Mary trying to hang tough after a big second quarter from Texas. The winner of this one will go on to face Illinois, who advancing to the second round for the first time since 2000. Their win over Creighton was impressive, doing it with just 6 players to take the court.
And we got head coach Shauna Green just to our left. She's in the building scouting, probably being like, wow, it's nice to have that many substitutions. She doesn't have that luxury right now, but a gritty, tough win for Illinois, who just keeps fighting.
Harmon on the floor, reaching out for it. It stays with the Tribe. Stepping up and knocking down the triple. That's Bella Nascimento. Remember, she had a career-high 33 points in that CAA championship game. Harmon looking inside. Jones getting position, and yes.
Getting that full court pressure. I mean, it's nonstop from Texas. So once you get into the half court, there's no sigh of relief. It's going to be even more pressure. But to throw that press in there now in the NCAA tournament, I really like that from Vic Schaefer. And he's got the depth to do it.
His former coaches, Taylor Jones with the block. Gary Blair won a national championship at Texas A&M, called Vic Schaefer the Secretary of Defense. But I don't know how you defend that if you're the Tribe, because Madison Booker had a clear path to the bucket.
She slapped the backboard.
Yeah. She's just a special player. I mean, when you watch her on the floor, she's calm, cool, collected. She can score from anywhere. And on cue, Taylor Jones with another block.
Madison Booker is just an elite specimen, right? It's just a sophomore, 6'1". I mean, she got ups.
She has many talents.
Yes.
Many, many talents. Also does Legos on the side. She builds and puts them together. This time of year, obviously, she doesn't have a lot of time for that. But in the off season, Jones trying to split through a couple of defenders as she's fouled. And you said this earlier, kind of take a line from 2 Chainz. She's different. Yeah, I'm different. And Taylor Jones has been that this season.
You know, starting to really dig into her numbers. In her 6 years, only one season did she average less than 10 points, and it was like 9.7. And she never has shot less than 56% in 6 years of college basketball. 100 offensive rebounds in 4 of the 6 seasons. I mean, that is doing the work every single year. I mean, there has been no drop-off at all. That's why I think she's the unsung hero and this reliable. And, you know, Vic Schaefer's always putting her out there. If there's a mistake happens, you see 44 and White run into the scorer's table.
Only dancing around and gets the jumper to fall.
I say let it fall. Just let it rip if you're William and Mary. You got nothing to lose. You keep playing this zone. You try to shrink the paint to try to get some rebounds and give it to Bella buckets. Try to get some points.
Inside to Taylor Jones as she continues to mount up the points. Jones now with 15. Talked about her efficiency, shooting 60% from the floor on the season. Reliable she's been. Nice dish over to Salmon. Too strong. Quickly out and running is Madison Booker. And Carlton almost didn't expect that one from Rory Harmon, but she got it in. As Harmon, one of the top assisters in the country, we've seen 9 different Texas players in the scoring column. And listen to this crowd. They are loving it.
My treat, fellas, I earned cash back with my Capital One Saver card.
Well, look who's here.
Hey, Cap.
Welcome to the Ice Cream truck.
So many flavors I can't pick. Like your bracket. That's cold. Let's scoop them all up. We will take the whole ice cream truck to go. Marshmallow.
Peanut butter bracket.
What you got, Kareem?
Cookies and cream.
Can I get some?
All right.
Oh, magic with the steel.
Here's another tip from the Tool Shack. How to create a home court advantage.
So I brought in Scott for some fresh ideas.
Jack, I did it. Home field advantage. Scots plays double coverage. Defend it, feed it.
Do they make basketball cleats?
Grass.
Guys. Still working, eh? Take tomorrow off. Keys.
AT&T has a new guarantee because not everything in life is guaranteed. Don't sweat it. Get our best deals on smartphones like iPhone 16 Pro on us with your choice of our best plans. That's the AT&T guarantee. And right now, trade in your iPhone any year, any condition, and get up to $1,000 towards your new iPhone.
Welcome to our world of extraordinary hydration science.
Meet Liquid IV, sugar-free hydration, scientifically formulated with electrolytes, vitamins, and 0 artificial sweeteners. Liquid IV, sugar-free.
It's the finals. Winner takes it all. From early season slumber to giant killers. Will NYGC rise to the occasion, or will Atlanta Drive find another gear and continue their electric run? It's all up for grabs in this best of 3 series. Who will take the cup? Keep up. It's golf.
Lakers, Pacers, Celtics, Suns on ESPN.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NCCA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCCA consent is prohibited.
Earlier tonight in the 8-9 matchup between Creighton and Illinois, and it was the Fighting Illini leaning on Kendall Bostic.
Yeah, Bostic was in beast mode, activated for this game. Her and Genesis Bryant just setting the tone in that first half, and they just never looked back. They punched their ticket to move forward, got to slap their name on the board. I heard them when I was in the green room, having some water, and head coach and assistant coach Calamity McIntyre does a great job helping Shauna Green as they'll prepare for the winner of this game. Was so impressed. I mean, truly, playing 6 players in the NCAA tournament in an 8-9 game to get that win against a really tough Creighton team who had only lost to NCAA tournament teams. It's a really impressive win.
And if Texas is able to hold on, I mean, kind of looking ahead, how do you think Kendall Bostic, Genesis Bryant, and company will fare against this Longhorn crew if the seed holds true?
Well, I definitely know that they're up for the task. And you think about the teams they were playing in the Big Ten, UCLA, and I think, I want to say all 11 Big Ten teams have advanced in the tournament. What did I mess up? 12. 12. Thank you for correcting me. So they're battle tested, and I think their hunger and their will, and we saw that explosiveness and the camaraderie from the players that are out and the players that are on the floor. Just that bond that this season has established for them. It'll be interesting.
Indeed. I mean, you think about two of the top seeds, UCLA, USC out of the Big Ten, and then South Carolina, Texas, who had a record 10 teams make it to the tournament. The other two top seeds, and Gamecocks, the defending champions. As Shea Holly gets the block. Holly, who we think about just the steadiness of a player like Shea Holly, her 167th career game. As it's under 5 minutes, we'll take a time out on the court, step aside with us, and come back to Austin.
You can't be demanding. You can't be relentless. You can't put yourself first. So, put yourself first. You can't dominate. So dominate. You can't fill a stadium. So fill that stadium. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be ambitious. You can't have any fun. You can't be proud. You can't keep score. You can't stand out. Whatever you do, you can't win. So win.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Epic. Hey, we're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Forgot to moisturize? No, you didn't. Introducing our first ever body wash for 24-hour lotion soft skin straight from the shower with millions of micro moisture droplets. Try new Dove body wash.
Could switching to Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Max. Maxwell!
Yeah?
You're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Uber Eats is delivering more deals so you can watch more basketball. Right now, you can get game day deals on everything you crave. To get food, to watch basketball. And then more food, to watch more basketball. Click Game Day Deals in the Uber Eats app and order now.
Sometimes the greatest rush is not rushing at all. In the all-new Nissan Murano with massaging seats.
Being on that stage, it's a different kind of adrenaline rush. This is the peak of women's basketball right here. Anytime I achieve my goal, it's never enough.
I really want to win a national championship.
I've always hated losing more than I love winning.
We have to match that intensity.
Some news and notes around the first round, second day of the first round here on this Saturday. UConn among 4 teams scoring 100+ points in their first round games. USC rolling on. And how about the Jackrabbits?
Yep.
Pulling off the upset.
You know, Tiff, I covered the Summit League many times, and I've watched a lot of coaches use that league as a way to get to a Power 4. But Aaron Johnson has stayed, and he continues to just win. So a lot of people that are familiar with that system and that program, not surprised at their success. They were a tough seed.
Well, 10 seed South Dakota State will take on 2 seed Spokane Regional 4. Matt Booker is right there. Johnny on the spot. When you think about potential, next round matchups, if Texas is able to advance, maybe they could see Notre Dame in the Elite 8, 3 seed. But I think next round, if you're looking in this Birmingham Regional 3, you gotta think about Louisville, TCU, and the job that
they thought about
Campbell has done. Oh yeah.
Haley Van Lith, I mean, she has been phenomenal at TCU. And going against her old coach, Jeff Walls at Louisville, we play a lot of freshmen. That'll be exciting. I don't know about you, but Ohio State, Tennessee.
Yes.
Is one that I've got circled. You want to see some teams force some turnovers.
Did you?
That's it.
The Lady Vols with a record 16 threes in that win over South Florida? Did you have that on your bingo card?
I thought with rest, they could do that. There was a game in the season where they hit 30. That's a lot of threes. That's a lot of threes to take, let alone hit. So a lot of intriguing matchups to come. Really good games coming our way the next 2 days.
Booker saves it as Texas out to their largest lead of the game. Booker dumps it off to Jones.
See that what I was talking about in the first half is lobbing it up, keeping it high, throwing it high to your post players. It's a nice pass from Booker to Jones.
Over to Dance. Time winding down on the shot clock. Frisbee Smith. Is that one rim out from 3? Booker already with a double-double tonight. 18 points, 11 rebounds. Holly getting it going too. 9 points on the night for Holly. Texas team shooting 57% from the floor.
Texas has settled in on both ends of the floor, and this 1-2 punch, I think, is what takes them far. Booker to Jones. Booker could score anywhere. Jones is a menace on the paint, and Shea Holly is just that steady piece, toughness, discipline, and when she's hitting shots, Texas is hard to guard. I'm gonna just say this, Tiff. As someone who played Maya Moore, Tina Charles, Renee Montgomery, that undefeated UConn team in my junior year of college, I don't know what year that was, but when you're down by this, you just go out there and you have fun. And like, think about this environment. I love all the fans cheering against me. Bring it on. Like, I'm out here gonna have the best day of my life. So if you're William & Mary, keep playing, battle each possession. That's why I say let it fly. You got nothing to lose.
That's a great play, and a nice pass inside to Caleb Beckwith. And after that win over High Point, Bella Nascimento said, look, I'm still just soaking it all in. Remember when they took the court for the first time here before that first 4 games? And it was just like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, they will remember this environment for the rest of their life. I don't remember the score of the Connecticut game. I will never forget the environment and the feeling of being there.
Jordan Lee drains the 3. It's imprinted in your mind. Obviously, you remember all the players, the great players.
It's a really good team.
UConn favorite to win it by the analytics. They're searching for their first title since 2016. And they won 4 straight.
See, Tim, I thought we were going to win, but I think we lost by 40. Yeah.
You know what? If you go in there with just the audacious hope, and it takes that.
Yeah, no. That's the mindset you want to have. And, that's why I've appreciated all the effort and the loose ball, the hustle, and everything that we've seen from William & Mary in both games. Clearly, Texas #1 seed, it's hard to match up against, especially on the inside.
Madison Booker.